The golden afternoon sun poured through the enormous glass windows of the Whitmore estate, a mansion so grand it seemed to belong in a movie. Vanessa, Ethan Whitmore's glamorous new mistress, stood in front of a mirror in the marble-floored living room, admiring her reflection. She was dressed in a silver gown that hugged her curves perfectly, her diamond necklace glittering against her skin. Ever since she had moved in, she had treated the mansion as if it were hers. The maids scurried around nervously, afraid of her sharp tongue and her colder eyes. Ethan, a millionaire businessman, was away for a few days on a business trip. That gave Vanessa full control of the house, and she loved it. Every evening, she hosted her friends for wine and gossip, bragging about how Ethan was going to make their relationship official soon. She had convinced herself that she was the new lady of the house, forgetting one crucial detail: Ethan's family had deep roots here, especially his mother, Eleanor Whitmore. Eleanor was a gentle woman in her 70s, small in frame but strong in spirit. She had lived in that mansion for decades before she quietly moved out after Ethan's late father's death. Yet, she often visited to bring small gifts for her son: cookies she baked herself, framed family photos, and warm smiles that lit up the cold marble halls. That day, she arrived at the estate with a small box wrapped in blue paper, a handmade blanket for her future grandchild. She had heard Ethan's wife, Olivia, was pregnant, and even though she hadn't seen her in months, she wanted to celebrate the news. When Eleanor entered through the main door, Vanessa was lounging on the couch, sipping champagne. Her eyes narrowed immediately. "Who let you in?" she demanded, her voice dripping with disdain. Eleanor smiled politely. "I'm just here to see my son, dear. I brought something for him and his wife." Vanessa laughed cruelly. "His wife? You mean his ex-wife? I'm the one he loves now." Eleanor's smile faded, but her tone stayed calm. "Oh, sweetheart, you must be mistaken. Ethan and Olivia are still married." That was the wrong thing to say. Vanessa stood abruptly, her heels clicking on the marble floor. "Guards!" she shouted. Two bulky security men entered the room instantly. "This woman is trespassing. Get her out of here." "Please," Eleanor said softly, clutching the gift box. "This is still my home." But Vanessa's icy glare cut her short. "Not anymore." The guards escorted Eleanor out through the grand doors as Vanessa watched, satisfied. The old woman stumbled slightly on the steps, her shawl slipping off her shoulders. The gift fell from her hands, landing softly on the gravel. Vanessa turned away with a smirk, just as she heard the sound of an engine, a sleek black car pulling into the driveway. Her heart fluttered with excitement. Ethan was home early. She quickly fixed her hair and painted on her best smile. But when the car door opened, Ethan stepped out, hand in hand with his very pregnant wife, Olivia. Vanessa's smile froze instantly. Her perfectly manicured fingers tightened around her champagne glass as she watched Ethan help his pregnant wife, Olivia, step out of the car. Olivia looked radiant in a simple cream dress, her soft brown hair tied back, one hand resting protectively on her baby bump. Ethan's other arm was around her shoulders, his eyes full of quiet pride and love, the kind Vanessa had only dreamed of seeing directed at her. Eleanor, standing near the driveway with her shawl slipping from her shoulders, looked fragile but tried to smile. "Ethan, darling," she said softly, her voice trembling with relief. Olivia's eyes widened the moment she saw her. "Mom, what are you doing outside?" She rushed forward, her heels clicking against the stone path. Vanessa took a cautious step back, her lips parting. "Wait, she came without permission," she blurted. "I thought she was some intruder. You know how people trespass here." But Ethan wasn't listening. He gently wrapped his arm around his mother, concern etching his face. "Mom, are you okay? Why are you out here?" Before Eleanor could answer, Olivia spoke up angrily. "She's been thrown out. Her hands are freezing." She turned, her eyes blazing toward Vanessa. "Who did this?" Vanessa's throat went dry. I didn't mean to." She didn't say who she was. "I was just." Ethan's gaze hardened, the warmth in his eyes vanishing completely. "You knew exactly who she was," he said, his voice low and cutting. "My mother doesn't need permission to walk into her own home." The silence that followed was unbearable. Even the wind seemed to hold its breath. Vanessa tried to force a smile. "Ethan, please, I was protecting the house. You can't blame me for that." Olivia stepped forward, placing her hand on Eleanor's shoulder. Protecting the house, she echoed bitterly. From the woman who built it. From the one who raised your man. Vanessa's confident facade began to crumble. I didn't mean any harm, she whispered. Ethan's jaw tightened. You did harm, Vanessa. To someone I love more than anything. You treated her like a stranger, like she didn't matter. That tells me everything I need to know about you. Vanessa's heart pounded. Ethan, please, don't do this. I made a mistake, but I love you. Ethan shook his head slowly. No, Vanessa, you loved the mansion, the money, and the idea of being someone important. But love, you don't even understand the word. Tears welled in her eyes as Ethan turned to the guards. Pack her things. She's leaving tonight. No, Ethan, please. Vanessa reached out, but he didn't even look back. As the guards moved past her, Vanessa's diamond necklace caught the dying sunlight, a glittering reminder of everything slipping away. She stood frozen, watching as Ethan gently led his mother and wife inside. Eleanor turned briefly, giving Vanessa a look not of anger, but of quiet pity. That hurt the most. When the doors closed, Vanessa was left standing alone on the grand steps. The mansion that once felt like hers now nothing but cold stone and silence.